Welcome to day 9. We want to talk about some of the statutory requirements needed to run a nonprofit. I'm not going to really specify the ones that are here in Nigeria. I'm just going to be more of a generalist here because I know that my audience comes from various countries across the world. So I'm just going to be a bit of a generalist, but if you're Nigerian, you want more specifics, you can just click on the link in the description on how to reach out to me. So we're going to be talking about compliance. I have another video, check out in the cards on NGO compliance, but I'm going to go a bit deeper on compliance with nonprofits because lately various regulatory agencies and governments are trying to regulate nonprofit organizations, either one, to shrink the civic space, or two, to just try to weed out the fakes from the real, just kind of to separate the wheat from the chaff. So each government, they have their own motives on why they want to regulate NGOs, but nonprofits are already overregulated as it is, but that is for another discussion on another video. So if you want to watch it, just hang on for the next 2 seconds. We were
and then the environment was cleaned up.
The first time I was hearing about this stuff, it was totally new to me.
with social impact consulting. Hello, my name is Efwa Ede. I am the CEO of Social Impact Consulting. We're a development consultancy firm that looks to maximize social impact. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to this channel, click on the bell notification so that you can get more videos like this. And hang on tight, watch the rest of the video because the most interesting part is gonna be at the end. Now, with regards to nonprofit compliance, it's important for nonprofits to be compliant because one, you want to obey the laws of the land. You want to register your organization and be a bona fide nonprofit if you want institutional funding. If you don't want institutional funding, you just want a group of people to continue to donate money because a democratic dispensation for all democracies, anybody can be free to associate and congregate and join groups for a specific interest, a specific goal. So you don't necessarily have to register your organization or your association, but if you want institutional funding, you need to register your organization. So like I said in the previous videos, make sure you talk to a lawyer, work with the agency, your assigned agency. In Nigeria as the Corporate Affairs Commission. With the United States, there are various 501c categories, so you can just figure out which one works for you. So there are a couple of things you need to do. One, you need to work with your regulatory agency. In Nigeria, the regulatory agency is the Corporate Affairs Commission. Register your organization here. If you want to know the categories of registration, click on the cards. There are more details about that specific to people in Nigeria or those interested in starting a nonprofit in Nigeria. The next thing is you need to register your organization with the National Population Commission. That is an agency that oversees organizations, nonprofit organizations in Nigeria in general. So make sure that you're registered in the National Population Commission. The next thing, if you have staff, and I know that nonprofits are tax exempt, but if you are paying taxes for employees, you need to register your organization as an employer, get a tax ID number, federal and state, and it applies in Nigeria, the same thing applies in the United States. Make sure you pay the federal taxes that is associated with that employee, and you need to pay the state taxes. So the organization that I used to work for, every month the accountant will send a check to the organization was based in Lagos State, Nigeria. In Lagos State, we'll send a check to Lagos State taxes, and then we'll send a check to federal. So make sure you're able to pay the taxes of your employees. Otherwise, you're gonna get into a whole load of trouble. and your organization may have the likelihood of not getting funded because donors do organizational capacity assessments. So that's for another video. So they will see that you're not paying taxes to your employees. So make sure you get your tax identification number on the federal level and on the state level. In other countries, they have municipal taxes and various other taxes. Make sure you be compliant with regards to taxes in your various countries. So that's another thing. The next thing, this is specific to Nigerian citizens. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has a specific unit, which is the Special Control Unit for Money Laundering, which is called SCUMO, okay? You have to fill out a SCUMO form and get a SCUMO number. Now, the way it is, you have to have your SCUMO certificate in order to even open a bank account in Nigeria. So make sure you have your SCUMO certificate so that when you get donations above a certain threshold, you will have to report that to SCUMO, okay? So the amount is going to be right across the screen in terms of the amount that you need to report to SCUMO, okay? So these are things that you need to really understand as a nonprofit in Nigeria, because in order for you to register, you need your tax ID, you need your CAC registration information, you need your SCUMO certificate, and you need other proof of address and proof of authenticity for a bank to even give you a bank account. The next thing, because there are various allowances you're giving to your employees, you have to have the housing allowance. So you make sure that you register with the assigned agency on housing, okay? And pension, the National Pension Commission, that is PENCOM, you need to register your organization there and your employees. Each financial institution has a pension administration. There are various ones here in Nigeria. You know, there's the Standard Bank has a pension, Zenith Bank and other banks. None of them are sponsoring this video, but these are some pension administrators that you can use, you know, so that you are able to pay your employees their pension. So this is a very important bit, because if you don't pay your pensions in Nigeria, you will be held liable. And your employee, if your employee gets let go or your employee resigns and they want to transfer their pension to another pension administrator and there's nothing in their account and they've been working for you for 3 to 5 years, yeah, that's a problem. So make sure that you are compliant with the Pension Commission. So these are some of the statutory requirements that are needed for you to be compliant as a nonprofit. And you know, with in Nigeria, there is the Companies and Allied Matters Act of 2020 that has various provisions that gives CAC a lot of autonomy whether or not to replace the executive director or replace board members or dissolve the organization as a whole. So you need to have somebody that's in charge of compliance. You need to be compliant as an organization, especially a country like Nigeria. So you can have your HR admin person, you can tack some compliance responsibilities to them, or you can tack the compliance responsibilities to your accountant if you don't have the budget to get an assigned compliance officer, because it's now becoming very necessary for nonprofits to have a compliance department. So are you compliant? Make sure that you are a compliant organization. I just attended an event yesterday virtually. Nonprofits and donors have come together to develop a self-regulation application where nonprofits can enter in their biodata and make sure that the application checks for your compliance levels, so that It's easier for donors to access you. It's easier for the other organizations who want to partner with organizations in different parts of Nigeria. You can get into this app. If you want more information about the app, click on the description of this video. We'll give you more information about that. Do you think you're compliant? Well, if you're not, or you are having any questions, let's continue the discussion in the comment section. It's a very complex discussion, especially in a country like Nigeria and nonprofits in Africa, just making sure that they're compliant and having some holistic platform where people can find each other, nonprofits can find each other, so that they are able to collaborate on various initiatives, or donors are easily able to find organizations so that they can actually get past a certain level of due diligence. So if you have any questions about compliance for your nonprofit, as you're starting, it's baby steps. So just be compliant with the Corporate Affairs Commission or the Agency of Registration. And once you now begin to get staff and you get people that are working for you full time, then the others kind of have to come into play. So any questions, let's hear it in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Click on the bell notification so you can get more videos like this as we're going on the journey of how to start your NGO, how to start your nonprofit in 30 days. I'll see you tomorrow.